All right, we are here at the Veyo Pool and Campground, or Crawdad Canyon, and I had the hardest time finding what campsites would look like, so I wanted to make a quick video and show you around and show you what the campsites look like and what this whole place was all about. So we are down here, right where you come in the road. The pool is up over there, and then there are campsites up here to the left, 13 through 26 or 7 or so, and down here is campsites 1 through 9, I believe. So let's go check out these down here. So this is a long semi-paved road as you walk down. The pool, tree covered over here on the left. You have the stream here where you can catch a lot of crawdads. And as you keep coming down, pool, all that up there is the pool, which you can see a lot of pictures of. But here you're coming into the campsites 1 through 9. So this is campsite 1, that table. It's really right on the edge of the road, but you can show you over here. Kind of goes down into the river. So there's river access right on the side, but you're right up here in the road. You can see all the other campsites. That's the pickleball court. It's brand new over there. This is campsite 2. 2's nice. It has a bridge that goes right up. A little bit of space here, but again, right on a highly trafficked area, and that goes kind of the back way into the pool. Cool bridge there. This is site 2. Site 3. And you can see 4 and 5 kind of back there. Where those cars are. And then that big red space, that's I think 8, and 7 is the one back behind all those cars. You can see back where those guys are. That's site 7, I believe. And it goes pretty far back in there. That's one of their deluxe campsites, a lot bigger, and there's nobody behind you with good river access. And then campsite 8, I believe, is this one right here where these cars are all parked. Really out in the middle. Not a lot of space. It is bigger, and close to the mountain, but you're right up next to all these cars. Campsite 7 and 8 there. This is 9, I believe, right there. It's right next to the pickleball courts, which is okay if you have your whole group here. But all these campsites in here are pretty close to one another, and you have to get over into the river down here. And this is where all the people come. This is where a lot of the climbing is, and the back stairs to the pool are right there.
Hi, Dad.
Okay, so we're back to the front where you come down. That's the long hill, and we just walked down there and showed those campsites.
And
so if you
let's go to the pool.
Well, we're gonna go this way and look at the campsites. So here are the rest of the campsites. They're up here. 13 through 26. So this side right here this is campsite, and the cars park here. So it's not super private. And this is one up here.
13.
Yeah, this is 13. You want to show me around?
And there's a bunch of lizards, so beware.
So 13, it's right up here on the side where all the parking is, and pretty small. They're up there against the rock though, and this was 14. Right next to it, you are right up against the rocks, so you definitely have a nice backdrop and a little bit of place for tents. It's not the biggest. This is all campsite 14 right here. Again, you have these rocks here, not a ton of space, and you can see how close you are to where all the cars park. So then on this side is where the rest of the campsites, you can see the posts up there. Those are all the campsites. So this is 15. And you can see there's a line that goes from this post to the one behind it. So this one's 15.
Look, those guys are going rock climbing.
This is 16 right next to it. 16's pretty big.
Rock climbing.
Goes from here to there, and you can see across.
They're going rock climbing.
And they each have a picnic table. So decent size, 16, 17 right next to it. And 17 goes all the way. 17 is one of the bigger ones we see here. 17 has these kind of rocks, and the and a bunch of tables. So if you got a bunch of those together, that'd be fun for a big group. And here's 18. This is where we stayed. 18 through 22 have sand, which is pretty nice. They're bigger, decent size for a tent. So that's 18 and then 19 right next to it. And then you can see where the posts are, kind of 19, 20, 21, and 22 over there in the corner. So these are all pretty wide open, so not a lot of privacy for who's next to you.
Campsites.
So we can go camping, but the river is over here. Good access to the river kind of for all of these. And you can catch lots of crawdads right here. And on that side, it's just the canyon wall. On the other side, it's just the canyon wall too. So behind you is the canyon wall. And then you have these campsites right here. Okay, so we're on 20 to 20, and then 21 is this one with the table. They get a little smaller as you get farther back. And 22 is here in the corner. After 22, it's kind of this little path. And there's the river down there. But as you come out here, you go through this cool path and you come to a, really lots of shaded area. Good access to the river here. And then there's one campsite here kind of in the middle, which is 23. It's kind of here by itself, but it has good access to the river. Here's 23. It's not super flat, but there's a table. You can put a tent. And this is probably the most private site of all of them out here. It's 23, and then lots of place to come in the river and play. It gets a lot of people over here in the daytime to come and just try to take a break. So from 23, you can see way back there. It's about a 100-yard hike. It's not too bad to hike in. So 23, these are kind of the scenic ones. And then as you keep going back, we'll get to these kind of taller ones back here. All right, let's see.
Bridge over here?
Yeah. Show me the bridge. Okay, yep. So we're going over a bridge here. We're back in another 50 yards. You see the kids back here. In the water, we're Labor Day and it's like 80 degrees out, a little overcast. It's super nice. So back here is where you get to these scenic view ones. This is 24, 25, 26, and 27. So these are up a little higher. Let me show you up here because they're all pretty small. If you can see, they have a half-size table and then just a little place to put a tent. This is 25. Is it 25 or 24? This is 24. Let me show you. So this is why there's scenic view. You can look down. 24. But this is how big the site is. So pretty small. So 24, 25, 26, 27. You can see them over there. And since they're up high, not a ton of space.
25.
That's 25? Yeah, so you could put a tent. 2, maybe 4 people would be comfortable. Might be tight for a bigger family. I did see, 20, this is 26. 26 is a little bit bigger. And 27 is maybe the biggest one of these scenic. And we did see a decent sized tent with people up here. And you could always get 2 of these together and have plenty of space. So I think that's the end of their scenic routes. There are some more up here that have posts. I don't know if you can rent them though. Anyways, the path keeps going. You think like we're in, 200, 250 yards. So to get back in here, you'd have to hike a little bit, but you can see kind of across over there, there's some more picnic tables and some cleared off space. It looks like you could camp over there, but I'm not sure. Here's a good, I don't know if they rent these. Like this would be a great spot here. You can see across. There's a picnic table in a flat area. And then that's kind of it. It was pretty, not a lot of people here on a Labor Day weekend. So we kind of had the place to ourselves. We did have some neighbors in our campsite down in 18. It wasn't too loud, but. All right, so we just came out from the campsite. We're back where the gate is, where you come down. And then the pool is up here. Let me show you. Right next to the pool is the river. And then you can take this path kind of next to the pool. And get in the river. And then up here is the pool and their like restaurant food place. It's pretty nice. So if you come camping, you get access to this. Hey. Hi, Olive. And so here's where you come in and pay, and then here's the pool. Pool's super shady. There's lots of shade up here and rock climbing back there. And this is the area where you can hang out.